Hey, let me ask you something. What did you witness yesterday?
Okay, what I witnessed was you had your bikes right there, and you wasn't messing with nobody, you wasn't doing nothing. And so, I guess the people had came, they were like, move your bike, they were fussing at you. Then they had went back inside and got the head manager, and you wasn't bothering nobody, you just had your bikes right there covered up so nobody wouldn't take them from over there. So, but usually bikes get stolen from over there. And so, you had your bikes right there so nobody wouldn't steal them. So you had your bikes right there. One messing with nobody, just had his bikes right there covered up. So you had your bikes right there, and they made a big deal. Said it was called the police, threatened you, all this, that, and the other, and threatened you. So that's what happened yesterday. You weren't bothering nobody. They just had a reason to pick on you.
Do you have any idea? Can I get your name again, please?
Jimbikeman Gilbert.
Okay, that happened. If I'm not correct, that happened February 4th.
Yes, sir.
2014.
Yes, sir. 2015.
Thank you for correcting me. Thank you for correcting me, okay? You see, I like how the fact that you took a chance to reach out to somebody who was being wronged, you know?
Yes, sir.
And the thing is, this is all I wanted to do. I'm no Jimbikeman in this town, okay? Just to let you know, okay? There's a guy named Travarius Lamar Ward. He was a bicyclist that was hit. He's in the Bay County Hospital right now with over $100,000 worth of injuries and bills, and it's probably going to be higher than that. And so what I'm trying to do, can I get your name again, please?
Jimbikeman Gilbert.
How do you spell that?
Dygerius Gilbert.
Okay. How long have you been in Bay County, Truvette?
I've been in Bay County. I just moved down here a month.
From where?
From Tallahassee.
Okay, what do you think of the atmosphere of fairness in this town compared to Tallahassee?
They're a lot stricter. Like, it's like I like Tallahassee better because they're more open to you. Down here, they just for one simple thing they get on to you about it. Like Tallahassee, you would have had your bikes in front of the library, they wouldn't say nothing to you. They wouldn't say nothing to you. Because if bikes were stolen over there, of course they would put them.
So in other words, you've known of bicyclists.
Yeah, I know.
Do you mind if we just walk over this way so we can just get an idea of how far that? Man, I'm tell you something. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you because you know a lot of people won't even stick up for me.
Yes, sir.
Not because I'm a bad person. Now this right here, would you say that's probably a good?
No, it's right in the open.
Right out in the open. Now. What's the reason why they couldn't pick this bicycle rack up and move it over there to where at least somebody could feel like that they're secure? Okay, please forgive me. I'm bad at names.
Jimbikeman Gilbert.
Jimbikeman Gilbert. Okay. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm showing how this could very easily
be moved.
So, tell me how many people that you know that they've had their bikes stolen.
I seen a yellow. It was a yellow bike right over here. It was a mongoose. And I think it was I think it was like 2 weeks ago. It was a mongoose. The dude had parked the mongoose.
Right.
The same. It was that night. He had came back, and he couldn't. He said he couldn't find it. He came to the library the next day. I think it was as soon as I got out of school at 3:30. He came back over here. And was like, my bike is going, this, that, and other. He called the police, and the police had came over here and was concerning the bike. They never did get a chance to move it.
So what did the cops do? What did the cops do?
Nothing. They didn't try to move it. No nothing. They tried to do nothing.
And so you know maybe you know you might be in an age where you can't drive yet, and you might have a bicycle, and that might be your means of transportation. And there are a lot of people that bicycle. That's their main means of transportation. A lot of your poor people, and I'm not a very rich person. I'm rich in heart, okay. But I'm somebody who is trying to get rights for people. Just like I told you about Travarius Lamar Ward is at Bay Medical Hospital right now with over $100,000 worth of injuries, okay, and you can hear a if you go to Jimbikeman and then you type in T Ward. Can we go back over because I don't know if somebody's going. You ought to be commended because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people, if a cop does something to them or something like that, they're like, hey, It's not my problem. It didn't happen to me. That's the way they are here.
True.
You ought to be commended. You ought to be commended, man.
True.
Tell me what you think of the paper there.
Think of the paper? Rights Act. Poor Man's Bill of Rights. I would love to read it.
But would you do me a favor? Here's how I want to hand it to you. Look. I want to hand it to you this way. Look, look, look. This is my way of humbling myself to you. When I went to the... I got another one I'm going to give you too, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, we can come back. And see, here's the thing. You would think that the library would be one place of where...
They would care.
They would care, right, right. Man, you are quick, man. I like that. I'll show you the other ones I got here, too.
Okay.
And do you have a smartphone?
You want a smartphone? Yes, sir.
Can I say something here that you can download? I also play music. Do you like playing music?
I love playing music.
I'll play you something. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Just get out your smartphone. I'll show you something that you can
I don't got my smartphone on me right now.
Okay. All right. Okay. This right here. This is where. Look at this right here. No loading is allowed. Well, what is loading? What is that? That is a catch-all law. Just like disturbing the peace is a catch-all law. Just like trespassing. Say, like, for instance, I've had situations of where I had only a verbal dispute with a business where I felt like they were cheating me. Well, you see, the thing is, what they did is they called the cops on you. Just like he threatened me to call the cops on me. What did I do wrong?
Nothing. You didn't do nothing but have his bike sitting right there.
You ought to be commended. Really. I see a great future for you. You know that? How old are you, may I ask?
How old am I? I'm 15.
15? Okay. What you can do is you can type PDF Oath of Arrest and Prosecution, and I'll show you on my smartphone when I get done with this. I'll show you where you can download this to your phone, and then you could take. It's kind of like what I call a freedom paper, and we can take. I'm sorry that I'm doing the best I can. I can't spell that well.
It's okay.
But you ought to be commended, man. You got guts, and I see a great future for you. Okay, Martin Lee Anderson, when he got murdered in the boot camp. Okay, I was concerned about that too.
The boot camp right up the street. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Okay, I think his people stayed. Gina Jones, remember Gina Jones?
Stays in Tallahassee now.
But here's the point. A lot of your so-called civil rights people don't care unless there's money. You ever heard of Benjamin Crump?
Yeah.
Okay, he's the so-called attorney. Okay? I'm very involved in everybody's rights. I want you to have just as much rights as anybody else. But a lot of people, unless they see money out of it, they won't do anything. And that made me feel good when you said that I got some others I want to give you too. Because I am trying, while I'm getting up in age, okay? To you, I probably look like I'm 100 years old. But the thing is the time is ticking for me a lot faster than it is for you, okay? When you're younger, you don't realize it. Like, it's forever for a day. For me, a day is kind of like blinking, waking up. My time is short. I'm trying to pass off stuff to people, to truly free people.
So I can go for ages and ages and ages.
Right, and this is what I'm trying to do. And as I said, I'll make sure it doesn't go over 13 minutes here, because I want to put this up because I am absolutely impressed by you that you took a chance and talked with me. You never know what I might have said. It's none of your business, bug off or anything, right? But you took that chance. That tells me you've got a bright future ahead of you. What do you like studying in school?
Well, I like studying. I want to go to the military.
Okay.
And so I might go to the military and go to the Marine. I'm going to serve my country.
Okay, but let me ask you something. When you serve your country, will you ask questions before you serve it? On whether or not just like at one time, was it the militia and the National Guard was used to possibly oppress people. That's called the Posse Comitatus Act. You ever heard of that?
No, sir.
You are very just like Tavere Lamar's ward that's in Bay Medical Hospital right now, I hope that all you got to do is look under Jimbikeman, and you can see that I put all kinds of videos up of where what I'm trying to do is document. See, they lie to you when they tell you that you need permission to record somebody. Why do you need permission? You're not forcing the words out of anybody's mouth, right? A lot of times they use this as private property. First of all, anything that is public access where a person doesn't have to go behind a desk, or you understand what I'm saying? That is considered public property. But then what they'll do, the cops will use disorderly conduct, they'll use loitering and prowling, they'll use trespassing. These are all techniques that are used that actually it is against the law. If you look under standard jury instructions, a lot of homeless people, you know what they do? They take and they throw them in jail where somebody's just quietly drinking a beer. I found out in the standard jury instructions that you could say to a cop, yeah, I'm drinking, but I'm not taking the bottle and throwing it on the ground, and I'm not a clear direct threat to anybody. And that's the only time they can arrest somebody. So when I want to make it, I want to make it just like in Eric Garner case. Oh, is that your bride?
No, right here. I'm waiting on her.
Oh, okay. But anyway, just look under Jimbikeman. And look under library. I've already put up some stuff on the library.
Okay.
And can I just play you something real quick?
Yeah, you can play me something real quick.
Okay, all right, okay. Anyway, please forgive me. What's your name again?
Dizarius.
Dizarius. That's a beautiful name, Dizarius. Where does that come from? Dizarius. That's an exotic name, man.
My mom had, I guess.
Wow. Just like I like the name Travarius Lamar Ward, Travarius. You know, Bob is kind of boring, you know what I mean? All right, I'll play you something. So, you like music, huh?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to turn you on to somebody by the name of Emily West, the most incredible singer you will ever hear in your life. Okay, anyway, let me show you something here.